I want to get to your price target. So you're at about $12.95. The rest of the street's at $13.76. Are you a Netflix bear? I mean, your price target is significantly lower.
I'm not a bear, but let me just maybe frame this for you. One of the things about 18 months ago, the bull case on Netflix was 25 times forward earnings. The bull case now is 40 times forward earnings. The results have been fine, but what really caused that multiple expansion, I call them the four horsemen. What was happening 18 months ago is the buy side began to get very nervous about AI risks in some of the big mega cap names. They got nervous about tariff risks. They got nervous about recession risks. They got nervous about government intervention on a lot of these big mega cap names. A lot of those, as those fears peaked, the portfolio managers rotated into tech firms that didn't have any of those issues. And that was Netflix. No tariff risk, no recession risk, no government intervention risk. You get the idea. No AI risk.
I got you.
So that's why the multiple expanded. And what's happening now, the reason the stock is up 45%, as you said, this year, but the stock has sort of stopped, the multiple has stopped expanding. Now it's about the fundamentals growing into the multiple.
All right. Is there any risk from the consumer, though? I mean, we continue to talk about a bifurcated consumer here in the U.S., so weakness in the labor market. Is that a risk for a company that continues to crack down on password sharing and has also raised prices in recent years?
No, Netflix is still... Netflix is an incredible value. The way we measure this is what is the price of Netflix relative to the consumed hour. It's the lowest cost app out there. So I have no macro concerns about Netflix at all. And their ad business is quite small.
All right. So, I mean, fair point. I do know a lot of people that are cutting back on their streaming services, but in all fairness to your point, haven't heard a lot of people say they're cutting back on Netflix. I want to go to the other side of the coin. Is it possible that Netflix just has a whole different leg of growth? If you're looking at some recent milestones for Netflix, they had their most watched boxing match of all time, Canelo Crawford. That was a great fight in September. Most watched film of all time. I haven't seen this one. K-pop Demon Hunters. Clearly it was popular. The idea that a company this mature is having its most watched content, I guess, if you look at sports and films, just very recently, does that kind of signal there may be a lot more growth for this company?
Well, I think there is. I mean, we are still at the point where about 40% of all video consumption is happening on streaming. And so Netflix is benefiting from those tailwinds as the migration continues. Interestingly, though, their share within the streaming world has been relatively flat for the last 4 years.